born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'm a...
Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, Tucker McCann set to get Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Fielded in the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now here comes Teddy Bridgewater, first-round pick back in 2014 as he looks to command this Panther offense.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Eluding the pressure right.
Bridgewater on.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On second down, McCaffrey. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On third down, Bridgewater. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first.
Defense.
Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Doing this?
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. That is caught at the 7. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This opening drive has taken him to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Panthers 3, Jaguars nothing.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. They'll run on first down. Raymond. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
88. A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 5.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the gun, Porter. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here's big.
Number 28, the ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Alexander Johnson.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Operating from the gun, Porter. And he'll let this one go deep for... It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, he's definitely a big target out there, listed at 6'4", and he used every one of those extra inches to go up and make that catch.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He was brought down at his 49.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because it'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Bridgewater now from the 50. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
There is 3. Michael Pilardi on to punt for the Panthers.
So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They lead things here as they start 1st and 10, trying to get rid of that bad taste in their mouth from the loss last week to the Atlanta Falcons. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Yetur Gross-Matos. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Porter. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you.
And this is caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your turkey bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25
Carolina getting set to take the field. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Christian McCaffrey.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
On the handoff.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Bridgewater sacked. A loss of 8 yards.
Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
18-yard line.
And now out come the Jags. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get loaded with those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that 1st down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
Right back to him on 1st down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Come on, Mike, 53, Mike.
From the gun, Porter. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Let's go.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
McCann's got it teed up. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? From the 31, Bridgewater. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Panthers.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. Tackle made by K'Wan Short. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
From the 39, Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Jags football again. DJ Chark ready to rock and roll.
Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Up 2nd and 1 at the Panthers' 47-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Porter. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
For the Jaguars.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Porter. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston.
Intercepted by the Panthers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the 2nd half in Week 8 in the NFL. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10.
Off play action. Porter. He'll rifle this one deep right side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the 2nd half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
1 yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Bridgewater. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. K1 short, pushing through there to make the play defensively. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down at the 18.
Brought down at the
Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. The throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To throw on 2nd down. Porter. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun. Porter. The open man is...
It's complete.
That's good for a Jaguars.
And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Big Andrew Billings there on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Come on, dog!
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Looking to throw on second down. Porter out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
To throw on second down. Porter escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. He's not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get him much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves him with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Jags grab it, and he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Tucker McCann.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville defense, here they come now. And they had the fumble return for a touchdown, and boom, they're right back out there again.
And you hear so many people talking about opportunistic defenses in today's football. Well, they make their own breaks because they work at it all the time. We've been at the practices, the drills where they're trying to strip the football, the takeaways. They're always working on it, and it paid off for them on the last possession.
Paid off. Now can they do it again? They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job. This Jacksonville D.
Yard on the play. And it's third down.
Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll keep it on the ground. Raymond. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll keep it on the ground. Raymond. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. From the gun, Porter. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
A gain of 12 yards. It's now 3rd down and
4. The Jaguars on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Is good. Makes the score Jaguars 30.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one.
Now left side on the swing pass. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater got an open man. It's Washington. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding is probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same circle.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big. But sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz. And even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your...
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off near the 34. They find some open field here.
If you were me,
and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Jaguars.
So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers about ready to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
It's C.J. Henderson. Picking it off.
C.J. Henderson.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Down to the 25.
Number 28.
The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll keep it on the ground. Raymond. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go, D.
And he'll drop here to throw.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
To Christian McCaffrey. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Here's Bridgewater. Throwing right, and that's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
Bridgewater. And he's got Kyle Rudolph.
And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a 1st down again. And that's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 3rd and short yardage, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. Got his target, Samuel. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Jags grab it. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Recovered by the Jaguars.
And they will take a knee here.
today's final score,
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jaguars,
kick it and go, kick it and go.